a friend of mine came up with a crazy idea this year. He decided to take his whole family for the big vacation trip from Poland to Croatia in their electric car. And I'm not sure if you know how the typical route from Poland to Croatia may look like, but in general, you need to pass Poland, go to Czech Republic, then Austria, Slovenia, and then finally you land in Croatia. So depending where your starting point is and where your destination place is, it's more or less 1,200 kilometers. So in general, quite a long journey. And then I was super curious, how did they manage to do that? I mean, such a long trip in an electric vehicle, whole family with two relatively small kids, 5 and 2 years old. I thought, how did he survive that? And then when they came back, I just had a quick chat with him and asked him, how did you manage to do that? How did you manage charging your vehicle? How did you manage to survive with your kids during that trip? And then he said one sentence, which I personally liked a lot. It was a very strong sentence for me. He said that for them, this trip was like a time travel. He said that they felt like traveling through the time while passing border after border, country after country. Basically, they faced totally different situations, totally different feelings in each of these regions. Starting from very positive ones, but also some negative ones. So, just to give you some examples. From the positive ones, they were able to find really, really nice charging spots very close to the highway with very nice picnicking area where their kids could play around, spend a really nice time. And then they were able to charge their car, relax a lot, and they continue the journey as planned. So that was like totally positive experience for them. But then, on the other hand, there were also some negative ones, like they were forced to use one of the prepayment services, and they paid like 50 euros in advance, and the charging process didn't start. The station was still blocked, and they didn't charge their car that time. So they were completely disappointed, and he had to register a claim for that. And then again, for looking at some positive ones, they used one of these super fast chargers near the big city, and they were able to charge their car from 20% into more than 80% in less than half an hour, which was super convenient for them, considering such a long trip with their kids. And then we had a chat about that, and the main reflection was that the overall experience of EV drivers were totally different for them in each of these regions. They were passing only 4 countries during that trip, and it was hard to believe that they are still in 2022. Totally different experiences. And then I thought about that, and we were just wondering, what should that mean for us, for tech companies working in the eMobility industry? What does it mean for us when it comes to providing services for the industry, but also building our products, innovation products? What does the innovation really mean in eMobility? And that's why we're here today. My name is Michał Całużyński, and on behalf of Solidstudio, which is the main sponsor of this year's innovation stage, I am extremely honored to welcome you, all of you, on that stage. So we will talk a lot about the innovation here today, but before we jump into my presentation essence and also the other great speeches today and tomorrow on that stage, I just wanted to give you a short background of us. So I will tell you a bit more about Solidstudio, who we are, introduce our team shortly, and then we will focus on the essence of the presentation. So we will try to have a little discussion about the innovation across the markets and innovation in the industry. So why are we here? Why you can see Solidstudio here on this year's innovation stage? So Solidstudio was established in Krakow, Poland in 2017 as a regular software house. I call it regular because we were delivering software development services for the different industries like many other software houses on the market. But then everything changed when we took aboard very first eMobility related project. In fact, it's a kind of a funny story for us because it's also related with this place, because this client is based in this campus where we are right now today. So in fact, this specific place became a part of our Solidstudio eMobility DNA as well. And then after that project, it was like a breakthrough moment for the company. So our founders decided to focus on eMobility as a niche and then explore that niche and build some expertise around it. And then soon after that, eMobility became our main area of interest, main part of our business. So who we are right now, how does Solidstudio look like today? So if you look at the numbers, we are delivering eMobility solutions for more than 4 years right now. And by delivering eMobility related services, I mean not only software development for the companies, for the top-notch companies in eMobility industry, but also we have a suite of eMobility ready-to-use products which can be used by our clients, by our customers to boost the solutions, development of the solutions on their side, but also can be used as standalone tools. And then what is quite unique for Solidstudio, we believe that it is unique that we are still fully owned by the original founders of the company. So we are independent in that sense. We can proudly say that we have more than 100% year-over-year growth right now when it comes to the revenue, but not only in revenue. We also have a team. We also have an amazing team, and we are really proud of that team. So Solidstudio currently employs over 40 amazing people. And if we look at the numbers again, with this 5 years of independent market presence, we are really proud of the fact that we have over 4 years of experience purely in eMobility related projects, which means that we are not only a team of software developers, of engineers, but we became also a team of eMobility experts. And that's why we feel that we are a good team to cooperate with. So during all these 5 years, we had a pleasure to work with many, many brands in the industry, not only from eMobility, but also from other industries. So if you look at this slide, we can see different logo types here. We cannot show all the logos here, but we are really pleased to show these names here. What we are really pleased with even more is that some of these companies which are listed here are also present here on this conference and can be seen even on this stage today and tomorrow and on the main stage as well. So we are really proud of it. So we have many different names like ZipCharge, Zimcoin, Greencell, eMobility, True Energy, Volvo, but also our today's hosts, Hubjects themselves. And then if we go back to my original question then, if we take a deeper look at my friend's story, try to think, what does it really mean to innovate in this kind of fast-changing environment, which is so differentiated? They experienced so many different feelings, so many different experiences, depending on the region where they were. And basically, there is one main obvious reflection out of it. Basically, the eMobility and the overall development of eMobility solutions is dependent on the market saturation in given region. So what does it mean for us? What does it mean for companies working in eMobility industry? How we can aim our solutions for this kind of differentiated environment? And the answer is actually in our business cases. So if we look at our clients' portfolio, their problems, the challenges which they faced, we can have a number of good examples how the innovation might look like actually. So for example, in France, we have a business cases where there are solutions which link super fast chargers with huge energy storages which are built in under the chargers. And that is the innovation in France. That's what the innovation might mean in France. But on the other hand, in, let's say, less developed countries, like when it comes to eMobility, like Poland or Croatia, the innovation might be, an example, just well-implemented post-payment service, where it can be really reliable by the end users, EV drivers. And then on the other hand, we have partners in Singapore who are facing right now many different types of challenges because of regulations being changed. And the fact that CPOs are being forced to convert into EMSPs nowadays. And that's also causing some innovation on their market locally. So many different types of innovation, many different types of solutions which need to be adopted in order to provide that innovation there. So the main thing is that depending on the market, the innovation would mean something totally different. There is no one definition of innovation for us right now. If we look at the partners, again, we are really proud to have a number of different companies which we work with, which we believe are providing this kind of solutions, which are aimed at very specific area of the market. So for sure, we won't change the industry with one innovative service or product, but we really believe that there are many solutions which can bring innovation to the market. And then we have a number of good examples how innovation can be introduced globally by small local changes. And then looking at the companies which will be present here at ICNC, even on this stage later on, and then also tomorrow. So we have a good example of Green Cell, an example, which addresses the different types of problems when it comes to at-home charging services. Then we also have like iCharge, who is focused on fast charging solutions. Then we have a customer service solutions which are being provided by EVA Global. At the same time, we have Zimcoin with their service dedicated to POI data. And also the ZipCharge, who will be presenting on the main stage as well, at the startup stage, which addresses the problem of range anxiety. So small solutions which are being delivered by our partners to address very local problems, they actually provide innovation and help in EV adoption across the globe, globally. And that's what we really believe in. We also believe in synergy. So as a company which is supporting different type of eMobility services, we also invite you to work with us. So thank you so much, and I hope you will have a really nice time here at this innovation stage today. I believe there will be many great speeches today and tomorrow. Just to remind, tomorrow we start at 10. So I wish you very nice presentations. And have a nice day. Thank you so much.
Solidstudio is a go-to brand for e-mobility companies. Just give us a call or write